Right, you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mikez, okay? Make sure. If you don't subscribe to Mikez, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him. Make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to another live, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing if you are new. And yeah, back again another Wednesday night, another show of Prem. We just came back. Obviously, everyone just watched a madness of a Champions League once again. I'm convinced that everyone was saving their superpowers for this competition because some of the games over the past couple of days have been absolutely ridiculous. I'm convinced Liverpool did judge as well. I've been convinced, especially Arne Slot, because every single time it's like, oh, the team have equalised, and then all of a sudden Liverpool score. I don't even hate Liverpool, but even I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of them scoring at the end and bailing themselves out. But I guess that's quality at the end of the day. We saw it with the past Man United teams and shit like that as well. But listen, Prem, how you been, man? How you been?
I'm good, bro. Big up Mikez, big up the chat, big up everyone. Yeah, you're talking about Liverpool judge. Listen, Salah, you better tell Liverpool to relax on that judge because it better not run out by AFCON. That's all I'm saying. That judge better not run out. But yeah, been a very good week of or midweek of Champions League opening. Match day one of Champions League football for everyone. I didn't watch Chelsea at the weekend. I didn't watch any of the Premier League games at the weekend. And I didn't even watch the highlights from Chelsea or any of the games. Yeah, I didn't. So, but I'm seeing Chelsea fans, they're crashing out. So, whatever is what it is. So yeah, it's a good thing that Chelsea just played tonight actually against Bayern Munich. Because I would not be able to speak on anything that's happened this weekend. But should we talk about that first, Chelsea Bayern?
Yeah, it's just happened, so it might as well. Did you? I'm assuming you watched that game. I was not. Yes. I actually thought you was gonna win. I thought you was gonna win. I can't lie. Especially when I saw the line, I thought you were gonna approach it the same as you did the Club World Cup final. Looked like a similar lineup. But yeah, it didn't exactly work out. A lot of errors. But what was your perspective?
In certain parts we looked like for the first maybe 60 minutes. For certain parts of the game we looked good and we were on pre-pause, safety pause. We were on top, and for certain parts of the game, Bayern were on top for like the first 60 minutes. Fair enough. But what I noticed throughout the game, our intensity that we had in the final against PSG, we didn't have that tonight against Bayern. Just again, at certain times we did, but as a whole, we just didn't really have that like intensity. People would say Sanchez had a good game tonight. From a goalkeeping perspective, sure. Even though Bayern's second last corner in the first half, anyone see that he tried to punch the ball and missed and went down the corner.
I saw that.
Hey, no problem. But his kicking tonight was awful. We tried, Mike, remember? We spoke on it and we said PSG didn't press him. That's how in the final it looked good. Yep. Bayern didn't press him either. But lo and behold, whenever he tried to hit it out to Gusto, it kept going out for a throw-in. It's crazy. I don't know. It's an agenda. So it's better than Donnarumma. Jehovah's Witness I keep telling people, you're blocking the path for my boy Achimpong. Let him play. Achimpong's the only Ghanaian I rate, bro. The rest of the Ghanaians are either Jez or Thomas Partey. Achimpong's the only Ghanaian I rate. Play him. Chalaba's blocking the path. Blocking the path. Tossing tonight. Mixed bags. Like, I don't think he was poor or anything. He wasn't like as bad as Chalaba. But I thought he was all right at times against Kane. But again, Kane's just a world-class striker. Like, Chalaba's Tossen's he's a good defender, but like again, he's not that level above, and that's why we needed a center back, particularly with Cole being out injured. Gusto, I think he had a good game. Cucurella, bro, I'm not gonna say Cucurella was awful or anything because but hey, I wanted to tweet this, but I didn't want to get certain hate from people. I think Olise is the best winger in the world, bro. I think, bro, the guy is cold, bro. I think he's the best winger in the world. I think Loki might be even better than Yamal. But yeah, Olise was cold. Kane was cold. Caicedo, I think he was good, to be fair. Like, I seen some Arsenal fans trying to get onto him, but Caicedo, like, kind of just played in midfield on his own. Enzo Fernandez, like, was certain parts for like 60 minutes just wasn't there at all. And it was just weird. Palmer was playing too much wide instead of, particularly in the second half, Gusto wasn't really overlapping him. Gusto was inverting. And so Palmer was just stuck out on the right wing with no overlap or nothing. Neto could have done more. Like, Bayern didn't have they didn't have Alphonso Davies. So their left back, there was a target there. And then Limer, I think you started right back. He came off for Sasha Bowie. And from what I hear from Zier and Leon, Sasha Bowie's not meant to be good. Garnacho came on. He was okay, to be fair. Like, he wasn't like Garnacho. So he was okay. Whatever.
I can't lie. I don't think he did fuck all. To be so honest.
Yeah. But he wasn't a detriment. So Garnacho was okay. Santos, that was a quality ball for that goal for Palmer, but unfortunately offside. Fair enough. Good decision. To be fair, I think in the build-up for Palmer's first goal, I think there's a foul there. I think Bayern could have got a player sent off, but whatever. I won't speak on that. But yeah, I was just you saw in the second half as the game went on, Bayern, just their experience, like, they played a lot more pragmatic in the second half, sitting a bit deeper, drawing us out, pouncing on the counter attack. Then once they went 3-1, they just kept controlling the game. We didn't control the game really for any real parts of it. Even the parts when we had the ball and we were on them in the first half, and in a bit in the second, we still didn't truly control the game. And that, I hope Maresca speaks on that in the post match, because that's something that he keeps talking about on us controlling games. We didn't do that tonight. We did it against PSG. We controlled everything against PSG. We didn't control the game tonight. Our intensity was poor, for the most part. Like, and I'm not even saying like Bayern were like all right, better than us. I think like a 1-1 or a 2-2 probably would have been a fair result over the balance of play. But again, what do I speak on? I speak a lot on, I believe our team can match anyone, but the individual brilliance will beat Sanchez. The play for Olise for the first goal, for where, like, they had a free kick, the ref got on the way of the free kick, so they had a drop ball. Kimmich played out wide to Olise, so then it was like João Pedro went out to Olise, put a ball in, Tosin, like, should have initially cleared it, didn't. Then Chalobah, it hits off him. It's an own goal. It's poor, to be fair, from both of them there. And also from João Pedro. I think you should be doing better. You shouldn't necessarily be getting beat so easy like that. But then, fine. The penalty for the second goal, I don't even know. I might have to watch that back. I don't even know. But fine, whatever. If people want to say it's a penalty, I don't like really care. I'm not going to complain about refereeing. But it's like, I don't know. It's just frustrating because we should have been able to do more in the second half to try and actually get back into the game. But
yeah,
like, it's just, I don't know. It's just experience. They just have to go learn from this now. And next game, I think it's Benfica. So go beat Benfica because they're in shambles and they just got Jose. It's just frustrating. But whatever.
Yeah. I think the fine margin was the incisive passing. I think that's what it was. I think you can see Chelsea was still very good in build up, especially playing up from the back, and they're so comfortable in just switching into the space from the other side. But Bayern just looked so well coached, looks so well coached, looks so well drilled. They're just so fluid when they need to be as well. That's how you use Harry Kane deeper. That is how you use Harry. He does well in club football because he actually has a coach in club football. He did well for Tottenham as well, with Conte and Mourinho and stuff, even under Poch in the back end of Poch. But the way Elise played, I'm glad you mentioned Elise because Elise's been one of my favorite players to watch for so long. Like for so long. I just want him to stay fit for the sake of his career because there's been so many times, especially at Crystal Palace, where he couldn't stay fit and he couldn't really fulfill his own potential. It's his second season at Bayern now. They've got an even better chance of winning the champs than last season. Their defense will probably hold them back. To be completely honest with you, I don't think they'll win it. But at the same time, having that link up with Kane and Luis Diaz isn't the best player in the world, but he gives you the option of running in behind where you can link up with another player. So there's an option there. Like Nico Jackson will be an option when he plays. Musiala being out does hinder the amount of combinations he can do, but him and Kane just have such a good understanding on the pitch. And I think what it is with Bayern and what it is with Company, because he's so used to managing a certain level of player, but what he's done really well is he's gone to a bigger job because he already knows the pressures as a player. He's risen to that as a manager, but also he knows how to get the best out of the Sacha Boeys, the Stanisics, the Limers, etc. Where it's like you're not like the top tier player, but when you can step up, just for this game, like I can motivate you, sort of thing. That's what it seems to be. Because obviously, I don't get to watch Bayern week in week out. Even I like you said, I heard from Liam and say that Sacha Boey's not that great either. Like I remember them making a lot of jokes about him. So for companies to get the best out of that squad, it's not a great Bayern squad. Like I compared a lot of the teams when I watched them to themselves. It's one of the worst Bayern squads I've seen in my lifetime. But companies doing really well. I feel like they just needed a coach. They just needed a coach that is willing to step up and win. And as long as he doesn't get, beat by any other fucking Bundesliga team and he does all right in the Champions League, I'm sure he'll be fine. But with Chelsea, I think I got the lineup. I got why Maresca lined up the way he did. I think I noticed the thing about Palmer as well. He played well, but I saw him get really frustrated in the first half at times. Like, where the fuck is my help? Like, there's no one in the right centre mid coming to combine with me. I've got no overlap option. I've got no one in the 9 trying to combine. And I'm just thinking either Gusto or someone in the midfield needs to come and help him here. Because, maybe it's instruction, but there was no one help. He was doing 1v3 half the time.
If anyone's played football, right? When you have the ball and you're like showing with your hands, like, where are my options? Where are my options? Palmer was doing that in the first half on the right wing. There was a time where he had no options, so he tried going through 2 Bayern players, ended up losing the ball because he just had no fuck. It's so frustrating because again, Bayern just weren't they weren't really that good. But again, capitalizing off 2 Chelsea mistakes and then just experience controlling the game in the second half. But it's annoying because rivals are going to say we got battered, but no one watched the game.
It's true. You didn't get battered. It was a very end-to-end game. I actually think I think both teams were good. I just think that I think Maresca, what he should have done at halftime is fuck it, let me put an extra attacker on and fuck this 3 solid midfield stuff. I think the difference is Company saw the issue and was I can't have Jonathan Tah on for the rest of that half, for the rest of that game. Otherwise, I would have been fucked.
And
Kim and Jay came on.
Controlled it, bro. Kim and Jay, he controlled it, bro, defensively.
He's a proper no-nonsense defender, man.
He probably should have tried to be a bit more. Esteval came on. I don't know why he was playing in the left 10 pocket. Maybe because for someone to link up with Garnacho. But first, he played there, and the times when he did get the ball, he actually was trying to do something. but it's just the frustrations. And again, these are the things where I'm like, I know we'll challenge, but certain things I know we can't go over the line this season. And bro, in the Champions League, we're not winning it anyway. So just give me my FA Cup in third place, bro. Just give me my FA Cup in third place.
No, I fully hear that. My whole thing is that like I think Chelsea at their best is like fucking hell, they could do a lot here. And then Chelsea at their worst is just like they're lacking so much. It's like it's always just waves. It's always just waves up. That's why I maintain though, even with Colwell and Fofana fit, I still think Chelsea needed that one centre back to get them over the line, sort of thing. Where it's like the Van Dijk to take them over the line or whatever, like that type of mold. They need that one like no nonsense control the whole defense type of defender, the one that's going to be the leader throughout, that's going to carry it with experience and stuff and step up to the plate. Like I think Chelsea needed that. Also, a fucking goalkeeper, because as much as Sanchez did actually play quite well for his standards today, he's still Robert Sanchez. It's for his standards. We're marking Robert Sanchez against Robert Sanchez here. So he did make some crucial saves. But like you said, I also saw that whole flop in the first half where bro completely missed the ball. That looked like some FIFA shit. That guy looks like a kraken some half the time.
Sanchez made like what 2, 3, maybe 4 saves in the second half, and then when we conceded the third goal, he got pissed off, and I was like, "Shut up, bro! Like this is how nigga is how I feel for 2.5 years. Shut up! Don't react! Don't react! Don't react! Don't oh you win the Club World Cup Golden Glove and now you've got no! Don't react! Don't react! Because if I watch the goal back, I can find the mistake. I can find a mistake for the third goal. I'm not going to do that because I don't care now. But, like, guys get angry at people. Like, bro, it's just annoying. And what's also annoying about this is I know what my fan base was like. They freaked out against Brentford. They're going to freak out now. We play Man United at Old Trafford. We've got a poor record. We're probably not going to beat them. It's going to be a meltdown, bro. So it's going to be a meltdown now at Chelsea. I hate it.
And also rivals are going to be like Chelsea are the most overhyped team like of the like since the preseason and stuff.
And God forbid Amorim gets sacked. If he gets sacked, I think United actually beat us. I get so worried playing United, bro. I get so worried playing United.
He's not getting sacked, but I think that's going to be a draw still, regardless. Yeah. Like that's a 1-1 draw written all over it.
And yeah, that's not good.
Oh, you haven't won at Old Trafford since how long?
2013.
Oh my god.
Also, Bayern, no English team has beaten Bayern Munich since 2019.
Oh, is it? Who beat them in 2019? Was it Liverpool?
I think so.
18. Was it Sadio Mane arc? Was it that game? That felt like 2018. So who beat them in 2019? I don't know.
It was Liverpool.
Oh, it was Liverpool. So Liverpool
Champions League, yeah. Champions League run.
Because I'm thinking of the Mane game against Neuer. But I think that was a different season. So Liverpool must have beaten them again. Fucking hell, fair enough. And like, do it is Bayern just have to know how no matter what. That they have to know how to, because they've still got experience. They've still got a little bit of it. They've still got a Kimmich there. Harry Kane's got know how no matter how, like, listen, I know his career is that like a bit like underwhelming or whatever, but he's still got know how he's experienced. Like Elise is, and even though Elise is a young player, he's quite experienced now. Like Luis Diaz experienced.
Elise is just in a flow state, bro. Like I was watching little flicks he was doing in the game, and like he just didn't care. He's just mad. And how much did Bayern pay for him?
I don't know, I don't know. Like, it must have been like 40, 50 or some shit. Whatever it is, it should be double.
And Madueke cost 52. How much did Kudus cost? 50?
Yeah, same.
Okay, cool. Elanga cost around 50 as well, but, Elise is like 4. All right, cool. Eze, you should have just gone Bayern.
Oh, yeah, Eze at Bayern would have been nuts. Nuts. Eze and Elise at Bayern. Oh my god.
Eze, Elise, Kane, Musiala. Should just gone Bayern.
Yep. 60 million euros. Fair enough. Kane best striker in the world. By the way, Harry Kane, all game, so fucking intelligent. So intelligent. Like the way, like we know this already. It's Harry Kane, but this guy's gonna prolong his career for another 10 years. Like like bro, the way his movement is, the way he finds the extra bit of space to get away from the defender to finish, he could have had a fucking hat trick. But if the ball was just under his feet and like Conrad Lima could pass, and well, not even Lima, that whoever the balding white midfielder was that kept passing to him, if they could pass properly, like right onto his feet, it'd be much better.
And
Like,
this is
but
why
oh my god, he is so
when
good.
England fans complain about why is Kane always dropping deep, because if you guys would just play like Gordon and Bowen on the flanks instead of Saka and Foden, you'd probably win something. So
You see, Bowen would be like the best player for England if Kane was like playing right next to him. I don't think people understand it, man.
Don't worry, people. Go pick Rashford and Madueke and then, man. Go do that, man. Go do that.
Yeah, Rashford, Madueke. You might as well call back Sterling at this point, mate. Tuchel. Might as well call back Sterling.
Henderson,
Calvin Phillips.
Sterling. If Sterling goes in January and gets a few goals, he's in the squad, man. Bowen's at home. Yeah.
Listen, Bowen, don't worry about it. Stay at home. Stay at home. Don't you know why? Because if England, when England like crash out in the World Cup, it's not going to be your fault, my friend. It's not going to be your fault. Bowen didn't even play that fucking Euros. Southgate prick.
We've moved past. Unless there's anything else, have we moved past Chelsea?
I'll read out a few of the comments, but that's it, really. That's it. But let me go back because I know people wanted their stuff read out. We should have started Estevan on the right wing. The joy is, I know Mellon rates Chalobah as well. So for him to crash out on Chalobah.
Aye, Mellon, welcome to the club. Welcome.
I remember a couple weeks ago on the Clara Royal Blue Show talking about Chalobah as like one of the better squad players. The is, I don't even mind Chalobah as a player yet. I just don't ever think he's top level. That's just it. I just don't think he's top level. I don't mind him as a player.
Chalobah is one of. I was talking about this on Mud Brothers a few weeks ago, with because Spooby and Sheik were trying to laugh and say, "Oh, we got revenge for selling him out," and then I was trying to tell them, "We'll get rid of Garnacho before you get rid of Mount, Bruno, Luke Shaw, Onana, and them." Like, so what? Who's really won? And they were still trying to laugh about Garnacho, and I was like, "But I trust my club to get rid of our deadwood." And certain players like a Mount, a Gallagher, a Henderson, a Souček, a Ward-Prowse, a Shaw, a Bruno. Do people get what I'm getting at here? Certain players where managers love. They'll listen to instructions. Yeah. They'll carry out tactical plans, at least to the best of their abilities. Like the poor man's James Milner. And that's not disrespecting James Milner. He's a phenomenal footballer, technically, and he's also intelligent. But like these guys that just listen and follow instructions regardless, but don't really have much about them.
Teachers.
That's what Chalobah is. And that's why he cannot still be here. Because he'll survive past Maresca, and the next manager will come in, will end up liking Chalobah because the guy works hard. No, he's got to go. Also, the pure profit as well, because people can say Tostin also is a good squad player, which I agree with, but I get pure profit from Chalobah, and also Tostin does something in the actual team that Chalobah can't do, and for the role Chalobah plays, Achimpong, who's a kid, is better than him. So there's no point having Chalobah still here. There's no. He has to go. There's no point because even though people can say it was a big stage and stuff, I wouldn't have mind playing Achimpong tonight. I wouldn't have. It would have been fine.
I think he's a really good player as well, Achimpong. Every time I watched him, he's really stepped up. Like I think he's a really good young talent. I think he should play a lot more, especially for the age he's at. He needs game time. Like you're not going to play him now. I know you don't even have centre backs now, but you might as well give him a fucking load at this point. Like if you're not going to play him,
will tell me like the Maslow Skellys of the world are better than him. Not really, and I rate Skelly, but he's not better.
Skelly's not better than him. He's not. Let's guys cut the crap about Lewis Skelly. the guy is not what you think he is, and he's been getting benched for Calafiori. When you get benched for Calafiori, that's when you know, like, you're not that good, my guy. You're not trustworthy. This guy, every time he gets the ball, he runs into players, and he just goes mad, and he just loses it on the half turn all the time. He's not that good. There's a difference when a young player breaks through and they're excited to put on a show and they show their ability. So when they're settled in the first team, now you're not a young player anymore because people know what to expect from you. Can you make the next step now? Lewis Skelly can't right now.
Speaking of young players, to be fair, I want to talk about something else first, but we're speaking about young players. It's not just because Arsenal fans want Max Dowman to be playing games and starting now, and they were doing it the past 2 seasons about 1 year.
Yeah.
And I know how Chelsea fans, they want Esteval to be playing as well, right? United fans have wanted Manu to be playing for their clubs the past 2 seasons. So this is clearly I don't think it's just an English thing. I think it's just a football fan thing in general. What is the obsession with wanting to just throw in 16 to 18, 19-year-olds to play straight away because they've got a bit of talent about them? Why don't we go back to what happened 10, 15 years ago where players are slowly bled in? I look at what Pep did with Foden. I don't rate Foden to the level you English people do. But what Pep did with Foden, I think is how you should handle young players.
Yeah, I agree.
So what's the obsession with let's throw in Max Dowman at 15 years old just for him to be burnt out by the time he's 26, 27? Because people will talk about Hazard, but Hazard's been playing at Lille since he was 18. So it makes sense by the time he's 30 that he's burnt. Rooney was playing when he was, 16? So it makes sense Rooney's burnt at 30. Walcott was playing at, I think, 18, maybe 17 at Southampton. So by 30, it makes sense why he's burnt out. Do people not, understand that? Salah is balling still at 31, 32, whatever he is. But Salah wasn't playing at 18, 19 years old. So the people not, get that as footballers, you have, maybe roughly a decade in you. And regardless of what age you start playing at. If you start playing at 21, then you can play towards 31, 32, 33. If you start playing at when you're 16, 17, 18, you're by 30, I doubt you'll still be playing top level. Why is it such the obsession of let's just throw in this young player in? Or do you think it only really happens for fans of clubs where their team is not winning at the highest level? Because Arsenal want to throw hope at Wanyeri and Dowman. Chelsea are trying to throw the hope at Esteval, and we're not winning majors. Man United are throwing the hope at Manu, and they're not they're 15. So sorry, I know I'm talking a lot, but what is your opinion on this?
I think it's 2 things. I think the Foden example is a great example of how you should blend a youngster in, but I also think Man City have the privilege of doing it because of the quality of squad. So the circumstance benefits him, but also you need to throw Foden in because of how good the squad is. So when Foden was breaking through, there was still a David Silva, there was still a Bernardo, Gundogan, whatever, De Bruyne. Cool. But with now, fans are getting desperate. So in the case of a Man United, a West Ham, a Chelsea, an Arsenal, very different level of clubs, all 4 of them, at the current moment of where they're at. But when the situation is not working to a certain degree, fans get way too desperate and don't use logic. So as much as I want West Ham to play more of the youngsters, but it's more of a case of I don't want all 5 of them to play at once, but also I don't want all 5 of them to play every game. But some of them are good enough to start. Freddie Potts has gone out on loan, for example. He's done his army work sort of thing. He's come back home to his family, come and play sort of thing. Bro, if you've just gone out and served your country, sort of thing. In terms of loans, 2 years, and he's had youth team football before that, so it's good enough. And Wickham and then Portsmouth, he's 20, 21, 9, I think 20.
Him,
that makes sense, isn't it?
Yeah, but him I wouldn't count in this because he's played men's football. I'm talking about
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So For example, a Kobe Mainu, if Man
Yes.
United weren't stupid, they would already have a midfield for him to actually, not just take over, but actually blend in. And then he can be the main man in maybe 2-3 years. But that is already gone now. That window that of the opportunity of when they had to blend him in for that opportunity, that's dead now. Because not only has Man United's midfield got worse and worse every single year, but also Kobe Mainu had not only the setback and injury, but as soon as he got jumped into the squad, it was like, oh my god, come and save us, Kobe. So if he did carry on that trajectory, he'd be like what we're talking about with Saka, where Saka's fucked in 3-4 years. In 3-4 years, Saka's finished. In 3-4 years, someone like even like an Emil Smith Rowe, who's at Fulham now, he's fucking finished. Like he's going to be finished in 3-4 years, not just because he hasn't played, because he played a lot when he was coming through, but also his injuries on top of that, he's going to be fucked. So with someone like Saka, he's going to be like what Rooney was. Like obviously Saka's not as good as Rooney, but you get what I'm saying. Cooked.
Yeah,
He's going to be
finish.
so cooked. And the problem is it's two things. Fans love the sentiment value, but fans also are very desperate to see some form of quality at the club. And they think it's a savior complex thing of a youngster's going to come in and just change everything, which is not how football works. And the problem is that happens a lot with Manchester United fans, especially because of the past of the class of 92. All this, David Beckham doesn't exist anymore. Gary Neville doesn't exist anymore. Giggs doesn't exist anymore. Whatever. Like those people don't exist anymore. That's not how life works. You can't throw because they tried to do the whole thing with like Mainu and we had McTominay as well. He came through and blah blah blah. And I forgot the other Collier and then man. Like it's not how it works anymore. It's not. And the problem is, especially at big clubs, I actually think Max Dowman's getting obviously the right minutes now because he's 15. Like a little cameo against Liverpool now and then. That's cool. Just a little cameo. Wanyeri should be getting minutes by now. By now, he should be
getting more minutes. Like,
yeah, way more.
Man, like if you're a young player within like from when you make your debut to it's 2 years later now, Wanyeri should be Wanyeri should already be an established guy in the team. But then again, Arteta, so like we can't trust him to really do much.
No.
I for example, like Rice, I look at the way he was brought through with West Ham. Like, people don't talk about this, or maybe West Ham fans do, but the way he was nurtured by Mark Noble, the sort of player he is now, as just like a professional, I'm very curious to see what Rice is like when he's like 32, 33.
I actually think Rice will be cooked by then.
You think because of the minutes he's had?
Yeah, he's had too many minutes. It's way too many. Like people got to understand as well. So when Declan Rice's first full season was 18-19, West Ham weren't in Europe, but he was playing every single game. He was becoming the mainstay. He was having to battle like Longstaff debates and that, but like he was becoming the mainstay. Like West Ham and Newcastle, that was a genuine thing, by the way. West Ham and Newcastle fans were having debates about Rice versus Longstaff, and then Rice scored against Newcastle and did the gun lean. He did that
that was Newcastle pre-money when you guys are just both in the trenches.
Yeah, they had Mike Ashley, they had Benitez and stuff like that as well. And then what's it called? 1920 season, another second full season. Moyes comes back halfway through, but then when we go back into lockdown, that's 3 full seasons. You're an established player by now, way established. You're getting linked. This is the start of the links with Manchester United and Chelsea. Every single year, we sort of
already captain by then, or at least like on the pitch, not officially, but on the pitch.
By lockdown, he was becoming a captain on the pitch captain because Mark Noble was like because we had Souček, Rice and Souček was the midfield by then. Yeah, that's when it started to become a thing. And then after
Scott Page said Souček is better than Rice. I remember that.
Oh Jesus Christ! Scott said that. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Definitely not. I can categorically say Rice is Rice would be better like than Souček on stilts. Like it's not. It's very very easy to be better than Souček, especially when you're Declan Rice. But also, after the lockdown season, it gets even worse. He's playing 40 games a season for 2 years because we're in Europe now. Like in terms of this, by this stage, Europa League and Conference League, he's played every single game. So we're talking about Rice at like 23, 24. He's played too many games. He's had 4 full seasons. So unless he becomes a centre back again, which by the way, people overdo this whole centre back thing. He was barely a centre back. He was barely a centre back. Like he played centre back in the academy, and yes, he would say centre back / centre midfielder. But when he was coming through, everyone knew he was going to be a midfielder because when he first broke through as a centre back, nobody thought he was that good as a centre back. We all knew he was better in midfield. Everyone, well, West Ham fans did because we're not stupid and we watch our club. But like, we knew he was a better midfielder. He is a midfielder. He wins the ball. Like, he's not a fucking Pedri of the world. Like, it's just it's an old school number 6.
What's funny is people confuse his story with Reece Oxford. Because as you were just saying that, I remember Reece Oxford was on Filthy.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Right? And I remember his interview on Filthy. Remember he was talking about how he was originally was a centre back. And how was it the game you played Arsenal, the first game of the season? Did you guys you guys had injuries in midfield or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was drafted into play.
Yeah, like he impressed very early. And then I'm pretty sure it was a training. I don't remember whether it was a training session or not. But he didn't play midfield that much in the academy, I'm pretty sure, because he was just a centre back. Like we knew him. Like again, West Ham fan, we knew what Rice as a midfielder, we knew Oxford as a centre back. We knew Rice could play both, but we only really knew Oxford could play midfield in that Arsenal game where he pocketed Özil, like one of the best 10s I've ever seen in my life. And Reece Oxford like comes on at like 16, 17 and just starts and pockets him. But like as you said, and also the reason why he was used in midfield is because he's a centre back. Because Bilic is a terrorist, he used him as like an extra defensive player. Listen, it worked like that game. But like that's the whole point. It's to like your job is literally just tackle someone. You're a defender naturally. Go and play in the midfield and go and clamp the number 10. That's right in front of you. I think
people confuse those. We are like Rice is a like. I mean, Kaneki makes the joke because it's funny, but like Rice, I don't think could he play center back now.
He can do a job for a game or two, but he can't play like week in, week out like as a centre back.
I don't think he could play out. Maybe in a 3 actually, but I don't think he could play out in a 2.
No, you can't. You can't. It's like centre backs have got to pass in between the lines more than midfielders sometimes though. So it is what it is. I big up Liam for the raid, man. Big up Liam for the raid. Big up Liam for the raid every single time. I'm sure you're happy today, especially. Sure, you're happy today. Like that's the thing as well. The reason why people confuse the Rice and the Oxford thing as well is because everyone always says Oxford was the original Declan Rice. Their stories were so different, like legit so different. Like bro, Reece Oxford got done dirty with an agent, like with his agent at the time, and the injuries he had and West Ham circumstances on again. The image of being the academy of football and not being able to bring through young players is a very big skill that West Ham love to do. Because most of these players are actually good enough, but the problem is because of our circumstances, the way we are bad at selling, they look worse at other clubs because they end up going to like the Championship or like another league and not looking that good.
Why do you guys still have this tag of having an amazing academy and bringing through players? You guys don't do it much anymore.
We don't do it much, even though we literally like now. I'm not saying we should like we're class of 92, but right now we should have like at least 6 or 7 squad players from the academy right now, like in terms of just blending through. And the problem is the reason why we have this tag is we're living off the past of the Lampard, Defoe, Joe Cole, Carrick, Rio Ferdinand days. And because Declan Rice was brought through under 10 years ago, people still have that in the memory. But Rice came from the academy. It's like, okay, you know who the next person was after Declan Rice that came through West Ham United's academy? One of the worst players to play for West Ham United in Ben Johnson. Like that, and he was never meant to come.
Since Rice, it's Ben Johnson.
Yes, since Rice, it's been Ben Johnson, and Ollie Scholes, that's genuinely put some first team appearances. And Scholes doesn't even play anymore because Potter's a prick. So there you go. Ben Johnson, genuinely, and he should. By the way, Ben Johnson was never highly rated. Ben Johnson was never highly rated. He was just put. He was just put there. He was just put there. He was just there.
Even in
He
your
was never like,
academy, they didn't rate him.
Like, as in, like, I think the academy coaches were like, yeah, he's a good player. He's versatile. But that's the, you know, when
Yeah,
someone's
one of
versatile,
those.
like them kind
Yeah,
of
one of
players.
those. Yeah.
But like in the fan base, we're never talking about Ben Johnson. We talk about youngsters all the time. Like Josh Cullen was highly rated. Connor Coventry was highly rated. Reece Oxford was highly rated. Declan Rice was highly rated.
Bro, I
Nathan
thought
Holland was highly
Coventry-
rated.
I thought Coventry was going to be the next Declan Rice. Not in terms of like ability and stuff like that, but I thought like another like good sturdy midfielder. I thought he was the next guy.
I'll be real, he's
But-
still got time. The only reason why I say that is because he's at Charlton now. He's in the Championship, so you never know.
Even the academy, even like because like you've done enough shows and stuff, and like you've spoken about some of your academy players. I've taken a look. You guys have a few decent guys in there that
Yeah.
like actually could play in your team. And I know we just spoke about like not just throwing young players in and stuff, but I understand putting them in if you have no one better. That's why I'm a big like advocate of playing acting pop. And I'm someone who, like, if people know me and have watched me on YouTube long enough, I fucking hate Cobham because of the whole Gallagher's and Mount stuff. I don't like just throwing in young players for the sake of doing that because I don't like it when they just end up sinking and people get onto them. But if you've got no one better and there's actual quality there, then they should play because there's no
Yeah.
reason there.
Bro, West Ham's academy midfield right now is a million times better than West Ham's senior midfield. Preston Fearon, Freddie Potts, Lewis Orphan, who's gone out on loan, fair enough, but also a guy called Mamadou Kante, who's not who we
Kante.
bought. Yeah, exactly. Everyone laughs because Kante. But like, we bought him, but he's in our academy right now. And the guy is genuinely sensational with the way he turns and how mobile he is, and he's tall. He's got a left foot that is absolutely sick. And the problem is, Potter was promising to bring through young players. He's brought through Skulls. But had not played him anymore. He's given Potts 45 minutes the whole league campaign. No one else has played a single game. And Potts have played the whole of pre-season. And James Ward-Prowse and Souček are playing games. And Souček getting suspended should be the call for Freddie Potts to play. But he probably won't. I'm probably going to see some bullshit against Crystal Palace.
Ward-Prowse and Souček. Again, these are the sort of guys managers like.
I hate these kind of players. This is why I hate midfielders that can't pass. I hate midfielders that can't turn. I don't like midfielders that aren't midfielders. Like, what I mean by that is like, they're box crashers, but they don't actually know how to control the ball in the other phases. Like back in the day, I'm sound like an old person, but back in the day, like when someone was a box crasher, they would at least keep it ticking from the first phase and then arrive in the box. They're making a late arrive in the box because they're the one that actually started the fucking play. It's not like now where I'm just going to run like a spaz and then I'm going to late arrive into the box. I might score, I might not. I don't like these players.
As a footballer in your position, you cannot be limited in your unless, like, for example, I get onto Trent because I think he's a shit right back. But what he can do on the ball as a creator is, for most people, worth having him play at right back. For me, I don't think it's worth it, but for most people, it is. So then it makes sense. But if you don't have, like, if as a box crasher, if you're not like, I don't know, your midfield's cooked, man. Like, I don't, like, I don't. West Ham shouldn't be this bad.
I know, but West Ham don't have any logic. Like, it's a cycle of shit. It's just a cycle of, like, we hire, like, genuine spazzes of managers, and they are so stuck in their ways and so stuck with certain. Like, what ticks me off about managers is not actually tactics. It's part of it, but it's not actually tactics. The first thing I look at is your team selections. The first thing that ticks me off about managers is team selections. every single manager I've complained about with team selections in my lifetime. Not so much Allardyce, but some kind of Allardyce as well. But after that, especially, Jesus Christ, some of these managers. I saw Bilic play Diafra Saka right wing and Mikel Antonio right back and shit like that. I saw Chicharito on the left as well, on the left wing. Like I saw some dumb shit under Bilic. Under Moyes, I saw a midfield of Rice Noble and Souček together, where Souček was in the 10, and it was just Haller and Bowen up front, where the wing backs were Johnson and Soufal. And this was when Soufal was good, but Ben Johnson was a left wing back. So it was a 5-3-2, and Haller and Bowen were just up front. And that pissed me off.
Was Souček doing the Fellaini role?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was. But a 5-3-2, and your midfield's Rice Noble and Souček, when you're then all you're really doing is relying on Soufal to run down the line and cross, and then you might get something. That's what used to piss me off about Moyes. He played Ben Johnson on the wing, he played Ward-Prowse on the wing, he played Fornals on the wing, he played bare like non-wingers on the wing because of what he does. And it's our fault, by the way, for sacking him. Well, for letting him go, not even sacking him. But Lopetegui as well. Lopetegui used to do the exact. I remember his very first cup game was a midfield of Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, and Souček. And I was like, give me a break. There's no creativity in that. There's no ball like distribution in that. Like, and Graham Potter is doing the exact same. Souček, yeah, genuine serial killer of managers. Genuinely. Like, and he scores every 20 games, so he gets away with it. I don't like players like these. I hate the Brunos of this world. So I hate McTominays of this world. So I hate the Gallaghers of this world. I hate players like this. I hate them. It's the worst kind of player in football. It's the guys that score the odd goal but don't contribute in 90 minutes, especially in the midfield. You can't do this every single game.
As much as I don't like those players. I actually like McTominay.
I know you do, but like, bruv, he's one of those players. He's one of those players.
I know he is. But like, and this is even when he was at United, because I was like, there are uses in a McTominay. But I get it. Like, obviously I wouldn't have him starting or even necessarily in my team. But like, I get why Conte wants McTominay, but then again, Conte's just a terrorist. So
yeah, but you can say the exact same thing with McTominay with Souček. Like, Souček could probably go Serie A and do the same thing. He probably could. There's no difference in McTominay and Souček.
Souček has no P&P around. Souček wouldn't do well in Serie A.
No, but he arrives in the box quick. That's the only thing he's good at. He arrives in the box quick. He covers distance. That's his thing. Like, he would still get there. He would still get into places, whether people like it or not. That's my problem. These are the exact type of players I'm talking about. They're just different molds. They're just from different nations, different hairlines. They're the same player.
Speaking of different molds, different nations, different hairlines, are they the same player?
They're the exact same player.
Nonzino Madueke. Apparently now he's the best right winger in the league. It's crazy.
Oh, fuck.
You see how crazy about Arsenal fans from crashing and saying, "Noni goddamn Madueke," which is an exact quote from Miguel, to now you're praising him and saying, "Thank you, Chelsea." Remember I said this. You guys are gonna crash out just to love him. Bro, we're 4 games into the season. I think it'd be this, I thought we'd have to get to at least 8, 9. I think it'd be this early. So people are saying, oh, Saka, when he's back, has to go out on the left. People are saying Madueke, he's in the England team now, he starts. So I want to know, when is Madueke better than Salah? When am I going to hear that? When am I going to start hearing
when he scores against Man City on the weekend, probably.
Oh, you think it'll be like in a few days already?
Yeah, it's Arsenal fans, bro.
I expected it to be maybe in another month or two when if Salah continues to perform badly, Salah then goes AFCON, Madueke starts getting a few more goals. All of a sudden, Madueke is better than Salah. I want to hear that. I want to hear that.
It's Arsenal fans, so it'll probably be this weekend. It'll probably be this weekend. I'm so sure of it. It's Arsenal fans we're talking about here.
Bro.
Like, because this is the thing. You know what Arsenal fans are like? Arsenal fans they don't watch other teams. They don't watch other teams when they have those players. So they think, like, they've improved Declan Rice. Only thing he improved is set pieces. They think
But
they've improved Madueke.
it's not
Madueke
just
performed like this at
Arsenal. I'm
Chelsea.
seeing pundits say this as well. Bro, Gary Neville, who criticized
yeah.
Arsenal signing Madueke, is now talking about how great Madueke is. People are saying Chelsea shouldn't have sold Madueke. Bro, I was editing today when I got home before the Champions League game. So while I was editing, Man Them Talk was on Saeed's channel. I was listening to it. Bro, these guys are talking about United, their structure, their whole process and stuff. Some people defending it and saying, oh, well, everyone makes mistakes. Even Chelsea made mistakes early. Look at Chelsea buy players and they sell them in the next window. Oh, Chelsea are selling Jackson and he did well the last 2 years, even though everyone made fun of Jackson the last 2 seasons at Chelsea. But it's like, what is it with Chelsea where people don't give our players recognition, but when they leave, all of a sudden they're ballers. All of a sudden, Madueke is one of the best right wingers in this league. But when he was at Chelsea, he was awful. Madueke is doing nothing different. Bro, this time last season, Madueke had already got a hat-trick at Wolves. He bagged against Brentford for us last year. He didn't bag for you guys. Like, what are we... This praise and love fest you're having for Madueke. Awesome. I love it. So when you buy Garnacho next summer or the summer after, I don't want to hear complaint. Don't want to hear it. When you buy another Chelsea reject, I don't want... You know what? You guys love a center back. I dare you to buy Chalobah. Dare you. I dare you. You love a reject. I dare you to buy Chalobah. Oh, he's experienced, guys. Oh, he's won the Club World Cup. Oh. I dare you, man.
Listen, yeah, smash the likes, people, as Warrior said. Smash the like. I keep forgetting to say that in the middle of streams, but smash the likes, people. I keep forgetting.
Also, you saw what I sent you.
Yes.
Sorry,
yes.
So what I sent you. Didn't I not say when they bought Mosquera? Oh, no, I didn't say it on here. Fuck. I said it on Mud Brothers to Don C. I said, Mosquera, he's going to play a few games, and all of a sudden he's going to be better than Saliba. And I'm already seeing people are saying he's better than Saliba. They're praising Mosquera. This is going to make it easier for Arsenal to sell Saliba in the summer. And Arsenal fans will turn on Saliba and say he down tools. Listen, when it's Arsenal, it's so easy. It's so easy to predict, man. It's so easy. It's so easy to predict, man. I love it.
Of course.
Hey,
it's
and Eze, listen, Eze, just do it now, man. Drop the pride and go back to QPR in January, Eze, please. Drop the pride. And Declan Rice, when Rice goes back to West Ham, he'll win them a trophy within the first year.
If we're still in the league, hopefully.
It's okay. He won championship then. Cool. Okay, that's a trophy. Championship is a trophy.
I'm begging Rice to come back, man. Please come back. Please. Please come back, man.
Rice and
I'm begging Rice to come back. Please. Please come back, man. I'm begging so much, man. I fucking hate this midfield so much, man. I fucking hate it so much.
Would Rice be able to save us?
Yeah, probably. He was saving Souček as it was. He gave him a fucking career. It's the reason why Souček has a career in the first place. Ward-Prowse, no, he probably dropped Souček. Funny enough, he put Rice on Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse will survive, bro. He would have Iniesta and Xavi Ward-Prowse as player.
Iniesta, Xavi, Ward-Prowse.
Ward-Prowse is playing over Iniesta for part. Like,
Ward-Prowse over Iniesta.
You know how funny that this is. The thing is, I'm half like joking, but I'm kind of serious because West Ham would genuinely have the art to bench some of the best players they've ever had and like misuse them and stuff as well. So Iniesta would generally be on a bench at some point over some of them with some of the managers we've had before. Like Xavi, so he would as well.
Ben Johnson over Cafu, I reckon.
Yeah, because he's hardworking, he's honest. He's an honest, hard-working player. He's shit, and he's also been. By the way, update on the Ben Johnson hate. He's a bench player for Ipswich in the Championship. They bought Darnell Furlong, and he doesn't make the team anymore because he got cooked on the first day of the season by Damari Gray against Birmingham. I watched that game. Biblical hate watch for myself.
Is Damari Gray not in his 30s?
I think this guy's been 28 for about 5 years. Damari, is Damari great? Yeah, how old is the guy now? He must be 30 now. He's 29. He's 29. He's gonna be 30 next year.
Because I remember he was like a youngster in Leicester's title winning team, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
So-
Yeah. He went back home now. He did the homecoming. Went back to Birmingham. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. Is Harry Kane the only complete striker currently? In terms of all round, probably.
Yeah.
There isn't many good. There isn't many like mad strikers. Not good strikers. There's a lot of good strikers, but there's not many like Harry Kane level right now. Like
Yeah.
it's just
it
like
was Kane
all
and
round
Benzema.
what you can do. Yeah, and Benzema's in Saudi.
Even Lewandowski, like Lewandowski's like can't do what Kane does in terms of being able to drop in and link play. You can't do that.
No.
But again, I don't think that's a bad thing. Certain people just need to like realize, like instead of wanting players to do it all, just realize what they're actually good at and like let's just play to those strengths. So speaking of strikers, hey, apparently Henry's a fraud. I'm hating on Gyökeres. Gyökeres, as Henry calls him, Gyökeres. Yeah. Apparently Henry's hating. Apparently, hey, if we pull back all of Henry's tapes, he wouldn't be able to pull off what he's telling Gyökeres to do. That's what I'm reading.
I
So,
saw that today. I saw that today. Like Arsenal fans online genuinely hate Thierry Henry.
Facts. Kane play.
They generally hate Henry. Like they hate him just because he criticizes Arteta and said, "Well, they must win. Must win. No excuses. No excuses. Must win."
It's
And
tall
what's so
building,
funny?
eh? The building is tall. The
Henry
building is
has
tall.
some of the funniest mannerisms and quotes on pundit. And he's not even trying to be funny. Like he just is funny. He's not trying to be funny. He's actually like one of the better pundits out there. But he's so funny when doing it. But do you know what's so funny with Arsenal fans as well? They don't listen to everything. So even on the overlap, I remember watching an interview last year, and Henry was talking about he was actually sticking up for Arteta. He was actually saying like, Henry, like, he's done really well. He's done really well, but you have to win. Like, what else? Like, yeah, it's a good achievement getting Arsenal back there, but you have to win. He was actually saying he was giving Arteta a lot of credit. Like he was giving Arteta the credit that people want the bottom gooners to actually give him credit for, and he did that. But he also said, "Well, you got to win. There's no excuses." He said the same thing last year, so maybe he's like you guys, Mr. Top Gooners. Maybe he's like you guys, because pundits. Listen, you guys got to understand this. Unless they're Dutch, pundits don't say manager out, but the pundits don't say the manager's got to go because they're political, and some of them were managers, so they do the whole political thing. They've got a lot of relationships as well, so they don't do that.
But also, they know the hate online that they'll get because that overlap, right? Because I remember the clips were doing the rounds and Arsenal fans were hating on him, and I was like, "Why are they hating on Henry?" I watched the clip, and then I was like, "That's not actually bad. What he said, he's right." But then I watched the actual interview, very insightful.
Mm-hmm.
Again, nothing bad. And then I think Henry did an interview or something, or maybe he was on like one of the shows he's on. Like the next thing that came out when he spoke about Henry, he was a lot like nicer. He was even more nicer, and he wasn't. And people like, I get it because all the hate and stuff and the stick that you get, I get why certain people like won't be as vocal and stuff. I get it, but then I'm just like, you don't have to maybe speak with as much of him, but you should be honest as like pundits and footballers or ex-pros. You guys can give us an actual insight into things that we don't have, so you probably should be honest with things.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it's facts, and that's why it's like every time Arsenal fans are the only people that do this, by the way, especially the newer ones, the Twitter ones, where I know Lippy likes to go at the online foreign fans a lot, and I understand why, with his angle, because a lot of these people kind of like cosplayers, like London fans. When you go on their profiles, like locations like Toronto, locations, fucking Kenya
They cosplay as
location is.
London fans. What?
Yeah, because basically it's like with the way they speak, it's like they force the lingo to act like they're like proper Arsenal
Oh,
and stuff like that. Like that
I,
happens a lot on Twitter and stuff. But like this is the thing, I get that. But these Arsenal fans, these new generation of Arsenal fans, what they also love to do is like hate on their own legends that actually won stuff. Even though when you guys going bar for bar with other fans, you are using them teams that they played in as arguments to why you're a bigger club than Chelsea or why you've been why you should be more respected against Man United and shit like that, like and why the European heritage doesn't matter because of how much you won in the English leagues and stuff.
it's
Like
only
you guys,
Arsenal and United fans that do that, though.
but even United fans are they're still way more divided. Like at least with Arsenal fans, they just go full hate with their legends. Man United fans are still divided. Man United fans still have that whole, even if they are newer fans, they'll still like argue for the legend. Like if it's Rooney speaking, it's
No,
gospel.
no, I know, but like there will be people who will like hate on Gary Neville. Like for Chelsea, right? It's probably only me that will like when I was like when Frank was our manager back in like 2018, and I was having a go at him. Like I was probably the only one who did that. I only know me and another Chelsea fan called Asma, like who would have a go at Frank. But no one did. People backed it because it's a legend. So like
Yeah,
Chelsea fans don't do it. I don't see Liverpool fans hate on their legend
no, they don't.
unless
They
it's
never hate.
Michael Owen. But you know whatever. Um,
But he
but
left for United, so
yeah,
like. City fans only do it to Michael Richards because he twerks for Arsenal so a lot. So
yeah, he's an Arsenal fan.
he's an Arsenal fan, but he's also they also hate him because he's like City ambassador, but you're an Arsenal fan,
Yeah.
so like, but you're also just working for Arsenal. And to be fair, and listen, I don't go to Michael Richards for football takes. I don't. I go to Michael Richards for
Nah,
entertainment
you
purposes only.
need to know your. I've been ever since like Mike said, "Filthy don't know ball." I've been like paying attention, not just Filthy, but, like under all these like big pundits or presenters and stuff, and paying proper attention. Listen, Richards, he is what he is. You need him for panels like CBS. He is important, but like you know,
Yeah,
how
like
do I word it?
he,
What in football terms, you don't give him the ball. You don't let him dictate and play, but he does have a role in the team, bro. You need him.
he's the filthy fella of normal pundits. Like you're
Oh
not
my
there for the football takes. You're there for the entertainment. Like I'll be honest, I never like it's like everything. I always click on for football. I'm staying for the entertainment. When I watched Filthy for the first time, I was just laughing my head off, and I realized, oh shit, it's a football show. But I didn't give a fuck. It was that they kept going. What's it called?
I mean,
Like, they
Michael
keep going
Richards,
off
low
topic and
key
stuff
is.
like that.
But to be fair, Filthy, I noticed they didn't know ball until
So we did the
um
tier list.
well, not even that. That was when like it was vocal. But subconsciously I started to realize was it during lock was it 2020 or 2021 when they started doing the podcast and started doing the
What
top
Filthy at
5.
5? Yeah,
Yeah, Filthy
yeah.
at 5, so the top 5, yeah. That's when or top 10 list. That's when I really started to listen and be like subconsciously like, all right, cool. I get it.
Yep.
I get it. Big up
Like
Lippy though and Dan because you rate Seamus Coleman, my baller. But yeah, you guys, man don't know ball. Man don't know ball.
like when we really like when you really like think about like the Filthy fella lot, I can't think of anyone that's like, oh my god, days he proper knows football. Like like no one. Like I think Lippy is the best out of a bad bunch. But what Lippy will do, he'll have a good take, and then what he'll do, he'll go overboard because it's so against the grain, and then he'll just go like full hot take with it. I'm standing on it. Fuck you, sort of thing. But
Yeah.
the problem is with all of them, they're all so wrong and strong. So like, it's just like it, and the reason why Poet even made Phil Phillip is like a group chat talking in real life is exactly what you're getting. You
That's
know when
why
you
it
got a
banged.
football group chat and they're all fucking stupid, they all don't know football, they're all just arguing for days. That's literally what Filthy Fella is.
Who is the guy that doesn't know ball the most? I'm saying it's Loons.
I'm
Bro, the
saying it's
things
Luke
this
as well.
guy says because he loves Liverpool. This guy saying Gravenberch is better than Roy Keane. The guy just says stupidness because it's Liverpool, bro.
But do you know Loons does this, by the way, not just in football, but in every. This is Loons. This is literally what he is. Like that's why he's the worst because he'll stand on it like it's gospel. But some of his takes in general are horrible. So when you football isn't life, yeah, but when you argue with someone in general about anything, you can picture what they're gonna be like in many arguments. When I argue with someone about football, I can then kind of judge what kind of person you are when it comes to arguments in general. Because there's some man that are just a wrong and strong. There's some man that just do the back and forth. There's some man that just like proof on Google. Like there's different layers to arguments. There's just different layers to it. And like Loons does that in general. Loons is hilarious, but he doesn't like he just I don't even know whether he believes half the shit he says, but he looks at himself as like the top Liverpool guy sort of thing. Everything's positive, doesn't really criticize anyone. I've not heard him criticize anyone at Liverpool.
Loon should be an Arsenal fan. I'm not. I'm not. That's not. Loons is like what you just described right there. You described the gal. You described Don Robbie and all them lot on AFTV. That's what you described. You should be an Arsenal fan.
Oh yeah, of course. But like everyone has at least one in their fan base. Everyone at least has one, like a Loons type person. Maybe not to the extreme, but like everyone has a few or who has that crowd. Like Loons is that of Liverpool. Loons is probably the worst Liverpool fan in terms of like takes. He's up there.
Yeah. Dan, I'll be real.
Let's
I
be
don't
real.
really hear Savage Dan give takes much. Well, at least not
Savage,
with Chelsea per se. But
Savage
he works
doesn't
with Chelsea in it, so he can't really say certain things. Because when we were in the trenches 2 years ago, he couldn't say certain things he wanted to say.
Savage Dan hasn't watched football for years. Like
Yeah,
this man is the fact, bro. Do you not remember the Iwobi thing where Iwobi came in, yeah, and apparently he asked who does Iwobi play for now? He was still at Everton, bro. He'd been at Everton for like 6 years, and he's asked who did Iwobi play for, bro.
Bro, PK. Remember PK had this thing about strikers in 1v1. That something like they have to score. It's not a 50-50 or something like that.
Yeah. He said basically it's an easy chance. He argued with Andy Cole, one of the best Premier League strikers ever, one of the best strikers of his era, about 1v1s. He's like, nah, but it's an easy chance to. Oh, fucking hell, man. He said it's like
my
70-30
thing on
or
that,
some shit.
I don't even think it's 70-30. My thing is, it depends on the striker, it depends on the goalkeeper, and it depends on the chance.
Yeah, it's too subjective.
There's so many factors.
It's too subjective. Like,
yeah,
as you said, like, there's so many factors.
Bro,
but
yeah, Specs doesn't know ball at all, but he's not under for ball.
Yeah, just Specs knows like underground football, and the problem with him again, he's another one that will go against the grain for the sake of it. It's just and then stand on it. Like I feel like in his head he makes a joke about football, and then he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna stand on it. Fuck it." Like
hey,
just
his
because
Chris
we'll get
Wood
serious.
joke panned out though.
Oh yeah, but the Chris Wood, like, that's the best like age take that's probably touched Filthy Fellas. Like he was doing Chris Wood top 10 strikers in 2020. Like he was arguing with Scorcher, like, what's wrong with Chris Wood? Like he had Dini in his top 10.
Scorcher. I'll be like, the thing is, what he said about Declan Rice, and that's the thing when you're on these shows, right? Like when you're on Filthy or like Never a Foul or what, these big panel shows, when you make a statement and you're gonna get pressed, certain people will just now stand on it and like take it too far. What Scorcher said about like Arsenal being able to win like the big pressure situations and stuff, and because of Declan Rice. I disagree, but fairs. But then like you take it now too far, and then you match it with them beating Real Madrid basically the next week, bro. That like yeah,
But he
that
said
that is
Bellingham was the best £100 million midfielder, man.
I disagree.
Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? No, he's just not though. Like,
But then
that's what
Jude had just,
pissed me off.
but Real Madrid had just won the Champions League and stuff the year before. You know what? Fine, I disagree, but cool, I'll hear it. But then he just kept going too far, and then next week Arsenal beat Real Madrid. Like if he had said that, and Arsenal don't beat Real Madrid in that fashion, I don't think anyone he's getting the backlash.
Of course not. He scored 2 free kicks, Rice, as well. So, like, it's like Scorcher was getting at it once, and then Rice scored again, and Scorcher was getting at it again. So, it was even worse. It was even worse. And this is the thing, like, Filthy, like, bro, everyone has the exact same attributes, but it's all different. Like, Scorcher pretends like he knows more than he actually does. Like, PK will make a take more about playing football because he doesn't really watch football. Tigo, oh my days, Jesus Christ, some of his takes are fucking horrible.
Bro,
Like,
his
he's
love for Jordan Henderson is like
again, like, do you know when something starts off and then you double down because people are going at you? Like, he does it like, and he's the most wrong and strong out of everyone because he gets pressed the most.
bro. I remember when someone said that Jordan. No, yeah, it was what's his name, Deeney, talking about how Jordan Henderson backed the Black Lives Matters thing during lockdown, and then Tigo just sat there and just smiled. I told you.
And he was like, "Yeah, it's not just because it was on the pitch." And there was like, "Yeah, bro, you never mentioned any of these things. You never mentioned any of
And
these
Lippy
things."
was like, "Hey, I don't mind Liverpool won the league now, bro." Hey,
Hey,
yeah, bro.
hey, like, bro, bro, Geordie. I remember Geordie was like standing on the Patrick Bamford stocks, like for time, just because of that fucking lockdown, the championship and lockdown season, bro. Like, allow it. Like, they've all had at least like one terrible one. This is why I just go for the entertainment. I know. Actually, I do know. I complain every single day about this team, but like, appreciate the comment regardless. I that's the thing with Filthy Fellas. They just stand on, like, quote unquote stand on business, but like the building is like twin towers. They'll just stand on it and it just crumbles straight under them. Like, it is what it is. Like, that's what, like, the problem is when you get like a pro Liverpool fan that's just pro Liverpool, and then you get a bunch of Man United and Arsenal fans that obviously hate the other team, especially London Man United fans. That's like, Arsenal it's basically a London derby at this point. So it's going to be AIDS regardless. And then you've got that Ron Chelsea fan that's just like, well, yeah, I've been the best.
If you were on Filthy, like I'm talking about peak Filthy,
yeah,
what role would you play on there?
I would probably end up being the guy that either takes the conversation left, or I would try and like rattle someone when they're already angry. So if I was there when like Poet Miles situation, I probably would have tried to piss Poet off more, sort of thing. I probably would have been like, I probably would have got kicked off. But
well, what did the Poet say? If I get angry, you won't be on Filthy no more. Hey, he wasn't wrong.
Hey, that's great foreshadowing, bro. That's great foreshadowing. Oh my days! Like, I would literally just be there, like that bit like how Savage Dan is, where he's like, he instead of talking about football, he'll bring an analogy about life, and then he'll spin it round. Like, he's Savage Dan's analogies. I need a combination. Like, obviously we've got the bikini one, that's the classic, but the murder corn one, when he's talking about York and Cole. He's like, York and Cole was like murder corn. Like, and everyone's like, what's that? It's like, basically, they'll take this girl home, and then they'll fuck her, and then they will kill her. And then they were like, that's what York and Cole would do to you on the pitch. They will fuck you, and then they'll kill you. Like, bro, like, I need just a compilation of his analogy. His analogies are fucking hilarious. Like, that is one of the wildest things I've ever heard.
Bro, there's an interview he did with a woman, And the only reason I've watched it is because I think in 2021 or something, it was on my YouTube recommended, and I'm not subscribed to her. The interview he did with a woman, and she was interviewing him and stuff, and talking about his football analogies and whatever, and how he uses them. And he said, "No woman can play against a world class nine."
You can't remember that?
He's not wrong.
Hey, have you seen the clip of he's on like a podcast like bear people, and they're talking about like clubbing and approaching girls and stuff. And it's like there's always that one girl that everyone looks at, and they're all just going mad. And it's just like guy next to him's like everyone's standing over the free kick. It's the funniest thing when you intertwine football and life. Like there was like a whole podcast on like HC where Dan and Pope was just going on and on and on about football and girls, like football girl analogies, like just for like an hour. Chucky's there laughing half the time, and then he finally gets involved in because people forget Chucky does actually watch football. But
what episode was that?
I don't remember. But I might have to rewatch some of the episodes when I get time because those kind of episodes where they're talking about like relationships and stuff is some of the most hilarious ones.
When
like,
they're all standing over the free kick.
It's so true though. It's so true. Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
Oh, God.
By the way, this was from earlier. I wanted to talk about this earlier, but we go left with it all the time. Did you see the Carabao Cup results?
There was Carabao Cup game on.
Yep. Let me.
Wait,
Swansea played.
how?
Because there's still like there's so many fixtures, so some people play a certain part of the round, some other teams don't.
Wait, so when Man United played,
Yeah,
that was one round.
Yeah, that was.
And then is this the second? Is this the next round, or is this still the same?
Next round.
Oh, there's 2 rounds with. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so basically, Nottingham Forest played Swansea away.
Mm.
They were 2-1 up. They lost 3-2. 290 plus. And by the way, this Cameron Burgess guy is Australian. So Ange, mate. Ange.
What was the? Can I see the lineups?
They had a strong lineup.
Igor Jesus, Bakwa.
These are senior players. I don't really know Savona like that, but everyone else I know. They're all senior players.
Oh, I can't take the comment off. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Victor Baldi, Renato Sinchenko. Yeah. There's. Everyone is assuming Ange is gonna fail at Forest. I don't think so.
Nah, they're failing, bro. They're failing.
Well, I think, like, oh, big up Samuel Smith. That's Chelsea. But I think once they he needs signings in January and next summer for his defense. They need quicker players across that line.
Yeah, but he also needs to stop running players into the ground. He also needs to stop. Like, he also needs to actually just have a structure at some point where you don't just focus on the ball all the time. You can't get away with what you got away with at Spurs with Forest. Like, at least he still had a Van der Ven. At least he still had a Romero. They don't have.
I think at Forest, why it got play like that. I think why it got so bad at Spurs is because of the injury. Then again, the injury.
No, he was the cause of that.
Yeah, true. They're in Europa, right?
Yeah.
Who else is in Europa?
Villa, fuck knows of like.
Okay, they're not winning Europa. Then. Villa will beat them. Villa, because I have Emery winning Europa.
I do as well. I know they started bad, but I do as well. They're only going to get better. They've got Elliot. Now Elliot's going to turn up. But like, this is the thing with Forest now. It's like there's too many players to gel in as every year. And this kind of style of football is not the kind of style of play you want when you're trying to gel in everyone. It's not. It's more so you got to focus off the ball and be very disciplined in your position where you can fucking like integrate all these signings into the same style of play. The problem is that Ange Postecoglou, too many square pegs and round holes, too stubborn. With even the players he has, and refuses to adapt unless it's a cup. So I don't see even the midfield, even the attacking midfield that he has, the players that Forest have is going to take way too long. And when you're at this part, when you're outside the big six as well, and you're struggling, and you end up falling off into the relegation places, it's not like last season where Ipswich, Southampton, and I forgot the other team, Leicester, were clear of everyone down there. It's a case of you're going to be down there because you're leaking goals. They were already leaking goals, by the way, under Nuno, because they lost that defensive structure January time. They lost that shit. They lost well, as soon as they got 1-0 down, they crumbled. They're not really going to have that again.
And you have these promoted teams like Sunderland look good. Who else came up? Leeds and who's the other team?
Burnley and Sunderland.
Burnley have a good midfield, but I don't know if they can score goals consistently. Sunderland, I think they're good, but AFCON could ruin them or will ruin them. And how Leeds are Leeds, I think they go down. But at least you have at least two teams that can actually put up a fight. But yeah, if it's a relegation scrap, it could get sticky. I mean,
they could.
United as well, to be fair. But
Joy, before I say anything, big up to Omar for the raid. Smash the likes, please.
Omar.
Big up to Omar every single time. 32 people in here. Make sure to smash the likes and subscribe if you're new. And I think unpopular opinion is a great time to drop an unpopular opinion because it's more people viewing. Man United are in a relegation battle. And everyone's going to be like, oh, it's Man United can't be in a relegation battle. Big names doesn't mean you're not in a relegation. You're in a relegation battle. And the reason why is because you're just as bad as West Ham. Taz, by the way, you fucking fraud. And he was in my comments, in my match reaction, talking about, Sullivan and Brady, they're cooking. You lost to Man City the next day. I was peppering his comments.
Oh,
I was
Mike,
straight in his comments.
you don't know about the Taz jinx.
Brother, I do not care. I do not care. He was doing this to me last year. He tries to fucking deflect it on me because he can't deflect it on anyone else anymore. You're just as shit as me.
The Taz jinx is I think just as bad as the Mike jinx. Maybe even worse.
Probably. It might be,
but,
actually might be.
Yeah,
But Man United are in a relegation battle, by the way. They can't win 2 games in a row. I know that's the thing.
But Amram's being rumored to they're gonna get rid. I think if Chelsea
they're keeping him.
United,
They're literally keeping him.
You don't think they're getting rid of him by next international break and they'll bring in a Glasner for an Iraola?
No. I think that's what they want. His dreams are not reality.
Bro, it's gonna be amazing if they get a Glasner or an Iraola and they go to United and they end up being frauds.
Bro, but they're gonna fail regardless because of the squad. They're gonna fail regardless, bro.
What is this Iraola, this nipple man?
This fucking nipple manager, bro. This hipster manager.
Bro, United are you're not wrong. They are in a relegation battle, but that's only for as long as Amarim's there. Because I think without Amarim, they have a good enough squad to get 6th or 5th.
They do. But this is why I still predict them to finish 9th. Not because they will sack Amarim, but just because they're shit.
But
They've still got.
You don't think the Ivorian Garnacho can do anything?
No, I don't think the most overrated winger in the Premier League can do anything. No.
Even more than Garnacho? Wow.
Overrated. The Garnacho's not rated.
Garnacho
not anymore.
He's not rated?
No, he's not. Nobody rates Garnacho anymore. It's not 2022. It's not 2022, 2023 when he was breaking through. Nobody rates Garnacho.
My bad. I'm living in 2026, 2027 when he's at Arsenal. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Diallo, the Ivorian Messi, better than Saka. Again, according to Taz, but also according
Right.
to
Better
Bayern
than,
Munich
better than
fans.
Salah, according to Ahmed, United fan Ahmed. Better than Salah.
Oh fuck it hell. Like that. Apparently, Diallo is better than everyone until he can fucking shoot a ball. I fucking said this from the Europa League final, by the way. Diallo cannot shoot to save his life. Diallo cannot shoot. Can people look at Amad Diallo's technique, please? He's not got good technique. He's not.
Do you know what other African, West African forward that couldn't shoot to save his life? Victor Moses. That's why Conte played him wing back and won the league. Hey, Amorim, I hear it. Diallo wing back, I hear it. Play
Diallo's not
Diallo on
better
the left
than
side.
Moses.
What?
Diallo's not better than Victor Moses.
Oh, you didn't have to whisper that. It's obvious.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying,
He's
innit? Like
a man.
Diallo's like a Ivorian Matt Jarvis. Like, but we got to start comparing Diallo to the Royal Ballers. Like,
Who's that winger that Rafa Benitez played at left back at Newcastle? Matt Ritchie.
yeah, he's not better than Matt Ritchie.
That warrior Matt Ritchie.
Bro, is Amad Diallo better than Matthew Etherington, Chris Brunt? Let's not compare Brexit people and UK people.
James McLean, Robbie Brady.
Yeah. Like, these are all people with better left feet. Matthew Taylor. Like, we could go all day. Like, Diallo has not done anything in football to be better than anyone. He hasn't done anything in football. So this whole better than Saka thing, as much as we don't like Arsenal, nobody in the right mind should think Diallo right now is better than fucking Saka.
I mean, Diallo has a hat trick. The Prem, Saka doesn't. So.
Yeah, but so did Rashford.
Yeah, Diallo's won 2 trophies and Saka hasn't. So.
That is also true. But Ahmad is now getting hate from Man United fans. They said, we've got another Garnacho, guys. And it's just like, I posted a clip. It's a Pusha T lyric. It's, oh, now it's okay to kill baby. Edwards looked at me like I really killed a baby. Like, bro, that's the lyric. Because I've been saying about Ahmad for time. He's not that good.
I'm gonna need that when the fan base turns against Sanchez again. I'm gonna need that.
Bro.
Wait, so what? Now it's okay to kill baby. Niggas looked at me like I was crazy when I killed baby.
No, it's okay. Now it's okay to kill baby. Edwards looked at me like I really killed a baby. Because basically,
okay.
it's context of basically. It's actually funny enough. It's actually a Drake diss track. He's going at Birdman, and his nickname was Baby. And it's like, oh, everyone's going at Birdman now. I was going at Birdman years ago.
Oh, I thought he meant little baby. Okay.
Oh no. Like, but like, bro. Only.
I don't know how football Twitter. How has football Twitter not used that yet?
Because football Twitter don't listen to Pusha T. It's not the same audience.
Yeah, but like, I wouldn't think football Twitter is political either.
Yeah, but football Twitter is very UK. A lot of like very, very UK people don't listen to Pusha T.
And Mikes, that's why you have a lot of people from abroad speaking in UK slang in the football space.
Yeah, sure.
When I'm hearing like a salmon not saying mandem.
It's so weird, isn't it? It's so fucking weird. Listen, man, fuck off, man. Hey, you know, for the longest time, everyone thought, no new thing. The Arsenal fan that's like over Tactica. Everyone thought he was English for time. One space, at one Twitter space, he's African apparently.
Yeah.
He's got a very, very like distinct African accent. It's just like so. This whole time
What
with the way this guy
what
was
part
writing
of
his
have you,
tweets,
you've heard him, right?
yeah,
What part of Africa do you know?
I don't know. A lot of people in the comments said Nigeria, but I could be wrong.
Did he sound like Arab African, or like was his accent heavy?
His accent was heavy. It wasn't Arab African. It was like what part of
Okay,
Africa is like Nigeria, like
yeah,
that part of Africa.
Nigeria, Ghana, maybe
Yeah,
Ivory Coast. Yeah, fair. It's one
that
of
part of
those.
Africa. Yeah, yeah.
Actually, and he's an Arsenal fan. Yeah, no, he's Nigerian. He's Nigerian.
Yeah. So a lot of it reminded me as well. I don't know whether you saw the United space the other day. There was a guy who sounded exactly like Ruben Amorim, and they were basically saying that he was his
Yeah,
burner.
bro, I've got like I was listening to them, and people in the replies were saying people are getting fooled by some random Indian guy.
Oh,
Man.
fuck's sake, man. It's like people on Twitter, there's so many versatile crowds. There's so many versatile. You don't know who you're arguing with. Because somebody got these locations on mad shit anyway, when there's not even their actual location. I don't know why you'd have your actual location on Twitter anyway. But still, like, they could be saying Vancouver. They might be from Peckham. Might be the other way around. Like,
I mean, to be fair, with the ID stuff, it makes sense if you're going to say you're from Vancouver.
yeah. Certain matter.
Big up Alfie.
Why is it not working? Fuck's sake.
But my girlfriend has allowed me to say I'm from Toronto, guys.
Oh,
Big up
sick,
Alfie.
man.
Subscribe to him, guys.
Yeah, subscribe to Alfie, guys. Try to get
Yeah.
500 before the end of the year.
Alfie safety pause D_YT. Oh, no one's noticed that's a Y. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like calling him by his YouTube name at all. I do not like calling him by his YouTube name at all. Because also again, safety pause, like really, really safety pause this. The D is in capital. So it doesn't help.
Wait, capital? Hey, he's exaggerating there, but fair.
That's an overcompensating capital.
Yeah, man. What do you have to hide? Oh,
But he tried to hide the underscore.
hey, crazy T names. AJ,
Yeah, Charlie Kirk is, yeah. I saw that, but yeah, bro. Because I saw someone put that got like 34K likes straight away. Charlie
someone
Kirk
put Amarin for that Charlie Kirk video.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh. I'm like,
hey,
should have been
Prem.
Sanchez. Yeah.
Fuck's.
Oh, sorry, is that too soon? Sorry.
Hey, someone put Graham Potter's face on the killer of Charlie Kirk, and this was before. And by the way, Prem, what makes it even funnier? It was before we lost to Tottenham. So it was they put his face. They couldn't wait till after. They put his face on before.
Bro, the West Ham fans, you guys are hilarious. What the pics I'm seeing of Graham Potter, class.
I actually really like West Ham Twitter when we're shit because like when I mean shit, I mean when we're really shit. When we're not divided, we're literally just taking a piss out of ourselves. That's when I really like West Ham, like when West Ham Twitter, because listen, like the Potter's been put on some mad people, but he's been put on the Mustache Man, Bin Laden, George Floyd as well, and George Floyd. Bro, they put him on. The thing is, they put his face on Lee Gunner, and it didn't make a fucking difference. I had to like look closely to see it was Potter on Lee Gunner. I was like, why have West Ham fans got Lee Gunner as a profile pic? I had to look closely. It was Potter's beard, so I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
Potter and
looked
Lee Gunner,
exactly the same.
that's been overdone, bro. That's like we already know.
Like,
I've seen one of Potter and Jeffrey Dahmer.
I'll see one of Epstein as well.
Yeah, man. Max, go get Elizabeth.
Yeah, listen.
It's not funny. It's not funny. I don't know.
Disabled people. Amber Laden.
Hey, yo, hey, Elijah's right.
Turn your camera on, man. The fuck?
That's not funny.
I'm gonna get cancelled before I get started. Listen, Mike's
Yeah, I didn't laugh, by the way. Okay, so
listen. Maxie and Mark Henry on a show, fair play. Hey, I wouldn't have that, bro.
I don't even know who the guy is, but you don't even have your profile picture.
Don't worry, I'll look up Mark Henry for you.
Not Mark Henry. I'm talking about the actual guy.
Oh, PFC.
Yeah.
But
all I
PFC's
know,
a
you could be
regular,
some random guy in Ghana. You're probably not some Ghana.
Probably from Ghana. It's crazy. Hey, whoa, what the fuck?
Samuel. AJ's just like, all right, cool. Yes.
Hey, AJ's got Tourette's, man. AJ's got Tourette's.
No, I get it. AJ hasn't eaten in 2 weeks. I heard.
AJ was meant to eat
can't wait
last
for
Friday and his family rampaged his whole food cabinet, bro.
AJ can't wait for the next meetup.
Oh, AJ's gonna buy 2 meals at Taco Social, bro.
No, it's one meal that's gonna last him the month.
It's like payday. Oh my days, bro. Alright, listen, people, I'm gonna end it there. Big up to everyone here. Subscribe to Sarcasm City TV clips. The link is in the title, people. And yeah, we're gonna redirect to what? Wait, is no one live? What the hell? I've just refreshed my thing. It's actually no one live. What the fuck?
Flawless is bad, huh?
Oh, Flawless is live. Yeah, Flawless is live. All right, yeah. Say Mike's rated Flawless's chat. And yeah. Yeah. Unlucky, mate. Maybe next month. But listen, go and say Mike's rated Flawless's chat. And yeah, take care and peace, people. Take care and peace.